For today's video, we will answer a math challenge given by one of our followers. And here's the question. So given this line, having an equation of y equals negative 5x over 3 plus 10, and our goal is to find the area of this square. Now you can pause this video if you want to give this problem a try. And now, let's answer this question together. So the challenge for us is to find the area of the square given this line, which is equivalent to y equals negative 5x over 3 plus 10. Now, to answer this question, let's focus on this equation y equals negative 5x over 3 plus 10. And what we're going to do here is to find the x and y intercept of this equation. Now, to find the y-intercept, we need to let x be equal to 0. So, letting x in this equation be equal to 0 will give us y equals negative 5 times 0 over 3 plus 10. Solving for y will give us the value of 10. Now, for the x-intercept, let y be equal to 0. So, from this equation, we need to let this y be equal to 0. And now, let's solve for the value of x. So we have 5x over 3 equals to 10. Multiply both sides by 3. 3 times 10 will give us 30. And divide both sides by 5. Sure enough, we get the value of x must be equal to 6. Now this tells us that the height of this right triangle must be equal to 10. And the length of the base must be equal to 6. Now, to solve for the area of the square, let S be the side length of the square. So let this side be equal to S, and of course all of this side must be equal to S. Now, focus on this segment right here. Since the whole length must be equal to 10, and the length of the square must be equal to S, so the remaining segment must be equal to 10 minus S. Now, on the bottom part, this segment right here must be equal to 6 minus the length of the side of the square, so this is 6 minus S. Now, this is all we need to find the area, the square. So what we're going to do is to take the area of the whole right triangle right here. And this must be equal to the area of this right triangle on the top, plus the area of the square, plus the area of the right triangle on the side of the square. Alright. So let's get first the area of this right triangle right here, or the big right triangle. We know the base must be equal to 6 and the height must be equal to 10. Now, to find the area of the right triangle, it is equivalent to 1/2 times base times height. So this is just 1/2 times 6 times 10. And if we solve this, we get an answer of 30. Now, how about the area of this right triangle on the top of the square? And to find this area, it is equivalent to 1/2 times base times height, or simply, it's equivalent to S multiplied by 10 minus S all over 2. Now, how about the area of this square? Since the side length is equal to S, so the area of the square must be equal to S squared. Now, how about the area of the right triangle on the side of the square? So again, we have 1/2 times base times height, or simply equal to S multiplied by 6 minus S over 2. Now, our goal here is to solve for the value of S, and definitely when we get the value of S, we get the area, the square. So let's do that. First, let's multiply all terms by 2. So 2 times 30 will give us 60. Now at this point, let's distribute this S to 10 minus S. This will give us 10S minus S squared. And let's distribute this S to 6 minus S. This becomes 6S minus S squared. Now, negative S squared minus S squared, this is negative 2S squared. And when we add to 2S squared, this becomes 0. So the right-hand side is simply equal to 10S plus 6S. Now, 10S plus 6S is just 16S. Divide both sides by 16 to get the value of S, and this will give us 60 over 16. Now, simplify, this is just 15 over 4. Now, we get the side length, the square, which is equal to 15 over 4. And take note, the question is the area of the square. So to get the area of the square, let's square on both sides. So the area of the square must be equal to 15 over 4 quantity squared, or simply equal to 225 all over 16. Therefore, our answer to this question, what is the area of the square, given this illustration, and our answer is 225 over 16 square units. And as always, we are done.